Hello, everyone. Welcome back to E20 Zone TV on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Yes, West Ham are not playing the weekend. We will not be beaten this weekend, and we will not be disappointed this weekend. Before I get started on this video, please do smash a like on the video, subscribe to E20 Zone TV, hit the notification bell. And if you want to become a member of the channel, check out the membership stuff. It goes a long way, really helps support this channel. Before I get started on this video, I want to shout out Jay. Yeah, what a guy. What a guy. I even had people in the comment section saying, please, Jay, do videos on your own. Do you know what I mean? They don't want none of the E20 crew around you, Jay. They don't, it ain't gonna happen. But I find good talent. That's one thing I will praise myself on. And Jay does do a good video. So shout out to Jay on that video yesterday, which absolutely was spot on. If I could be like Jay, I'd like to be like Jay in that way. Very calm, composed, and accurate. Me, I'm erratic, over the top, and emotional. I'm emotionally damaged. I'm not going to lie. And West Ham have made me like that for many a year. But I am here to talk about the future and hopefully reasons to be cheerful, right, in the West Ham camp. Listen, losing a player that we did yesterday is hard. Losing to one of the people that you don't really have any fond connection with is also hard. What it is now is we have to look to the future and see where we're going as a club. Now, one thing West Ham do have is youth players coming through who are quality. Yeah, Ollie Scholes needs to be unleashed at some point. Yeah, and people say he needs a loan. I don't think we've got time for this now. I think you just got to chuck these players in and let them learn on the job. Ollie done well last year, right? He had a bit of an in that spell, but listen, he's a 19-year-old kid, right? He's going to have good and bad moments, but when he played well, he played really well. And then you've got Freddie Potts, who is a man who has done the loan system, and this is why the loan system works, right? Especially for us, is when you loan these players out, they're gaining experience, and Freddie's done it the hard way. He went to Wickham, went to Portsmouth. This kid's ready, mate, and I want to see him in the side. I want to see him getting amongst it. I think he's learned from when Deck was here. Don't forget, 2 years ago, he was in that sort of finals squad. Do you know what I'm saying? Freddie Potts. In the space of 2 years, he's been to Wickham, he's been to Pompey, and now he could be possibly starting for West Ham. I like Freddie. Also, I know this thing about, oh, he's a West Ham fan. You can't just pick him because he's a West Ham fan. We need West Ham people in this side and in this squad urgently. We're losing our identity. We're losing some of our players, and at least we know that we're in there with a safe pair of hands who understand the club, understand what it means to be a West Ham footballer and a West Ham fan at the same time. So I really hope these boys do good. I really do. Listen, the situation currently right now is toxic. It's hard. We've got nothing really to be positive about. I am drained. I'm drained of energy. We keep sort of mentioning about the ownership. I see Nick done a show last night. Didn't let me on though, Nick, did you? Do you know what I mean? But I will be coming for you, son. I will be coming for you. That's only a joke. Don't clip me up, people. But you know, for me, I just feel like we're going to have to do something in the near future to try and get this ownership out. Now, you've got to sign that petition. That's a major thing for me. We've got to ramp this up now, yeah, because this is unacceptable with what's going on at West Ham. But nevertheless, we have got good young players coming through, and if Potter can do something with them, we might have half a chance of having a decent season. Do you know what I'm saying? Moving on to a situation that has been going on for years, and that is the Lucas Paqueta situation. Now, it come out last night, and someone sent it to me in the WhatsApp group, or the E20 WhatsApp group, that he could be sort of not guilty on all charges, Lucas Paqueta. If he's not guilty on all charges, then I'll be stunned. I'll be literally stunned, because this has been going on for a long, long time. We've lost a player's value. We've lost basically a player that is one of our best players in the side, and he's gone down the pan pretty quick, Lucas Paqueta. Do you know what I'm saying? He hasn't really been amazing for a long, long time with all this over his head. I hope West Ham sue him to high heaven, but it just doesn't change the fact that we're going to lose. We could potentially be losing a player Yeah, once he's given the all clear. Now, I did see something today where it does sort of, and it's only a rumor on social media that he could be like switching to another Premier League side. Trust me, I can't deal with this, mate. I really can't. I can't deal with us keep selling players consistently and just not bringing no one in. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if West Ham had brought in two or three players, I can sort of accept the Mo going, and I could. Would I like Lucas Paqueta going? Not really, but I'd accept it to a point. I'd be sort of moderate on it. Wouldn't like it, accept it. At the minute, it just seems like we're evacuating the ship and we've got no one to steer the boat. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's it's not very good. It's not very good at the minute. I I don't believe the rumor that he's not guilty. I think they're going to try and do him on something because they are setting themselves up for a major fall if they give him the all clear on all charges. Because West Ham could sue him for revenue loss. They could sue him for like, obviously transfer loss. The player can sue. It'd just be a mess, and it would go on for years, possibly. So yeah, honestly, on that, it's just not good. It's not good at all. And there's really no sort of transfers to talk about currently right now. Obviously, the youth looks like he's going to Monaco now because we've been stalling on it. West Ham need to get their act together urgently, and if they need to do something, they need to give this fan base something to sort of cling on to. This fan base at the minute is very irate, very angry, and we are waiting. Like the time for waiting is done now. Yeah, it's time to stand and deliver. Do you know what I'm saying? I looked at a clip back in February of Karen Brady, right? And I was listening to some of the shite that she was coming out with. The propaganda from them lot upstairs. Don't be fooled by it. That's all I'm going to say. Is don't be fooled by it. I I've taken a sort of step back from going right at these people, right? But someone said it to me last night. A good friend of mine said it to me last night. He said, "James, you've been on this for a long time. You give up now, it means that they've won." And I said, I don't want them to win. And he said to me, he said, "Well, if you give up, they will win, mate. So you need to keep going, keep marching forward, and eventually smash down the door." Now I've got a few ideas on how I'm going to do that. Yeah, if I've got to go around every boozer in East London with a flyer and a QR code to get this petition going, I will do it. If I've got to go to Bow where Ronnie's running his pub, I can ask Ronnie to like leave leaflets in there for match days, and people can go in there and do it. We've got to do something, yeah, and it's best to do something than nothing because then at least you can say you tried and you've given it everything you got. I can't sit back and see this club going down the way it's going, and then parasites at the top of the tree really taking the piss out of everyone because they are. They really are. They're taking the piss out of all of us at the minute. And the way Jay sort of broke down that deal on how it was constructed yesterday, I thought was absolutely superb. And it tells you that they don't know what they're really doing, and we are like a sinking ship in the minute. So I've got ideas coming up. I did speak to someone yesterday, and I think something's coming, mate. If you want me to be truthful, um, I think they're going to like plan a walkout and things like this. I think stuff it's in the pipeline because people are not happy at the minute, and you can sort of sugarcoat it and say that the player wasn't good enough. We got 55 million. Let's see if we reinvest it. This is David Sullivan we're talking about here, right? Do you know what I'm saying? And my argument is that I can't do this on my own, right? Nick from Claret and Booze, he's trying. I'm trying. We can't do it on our own. We need everyone to come together. We need everyone to stand tall and say, right, take the ego aside. This ain't right. Are you happy with the current ownership of West Ham United Football Club? And basically all speak together and say, right, this is not right. The United at West Ham has to mean something. This is not just West Ham FC. It's West Ham United. And the United has to stand for something. And we have to stand for this. Which I've learned over the last 72 hours, being clipped up by them lot up the road, right? Then taking the piss. Many years ago, that would have triggered me and it would have made me really, really angry, upset, things like that. I don't care. I really don't care on this one, right? They can take the piss out of me as much as I like. If it means that what I'm doing is getting closer to them leaving the club, I will do whatever it takes to get these out the door because they're just not good for us. And I personally believe they are taking us backwards very, very quick. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. I have got ideas, right? Obviously, the one idea that I have got, I am going to keep it sort of a little bit to myself at the minute, but I'm going to try my hardest to get these fuckers out of this club as best as I can. And if it means I've got to go around every boozer in East London and the surrounding areas, I will do it if it needs to be. Do you know what I'm saying? We've got to do something to get these out the door because the way it's being handled at the minute, personally, it's just unacceptable. Now, who knows what the week will bring? I don't think nothing happens over the weekend. I'll be stunned if anything happens over the weekend. I don't see it myself. But next week, West Ham go to Austria, I think it is, yeah, to play a sort of fitness first team game against Grasshoppers, I think it is. After that, it's America, right? West Ham need to have signings in before America. Simple as that. And if they don't, then you're making a rod for your own back here, Sullivan. Simple as that. And my one thing I'm going to say to round up this video for today is if you keep poking the bear, keep poking it, eventually it's going to turn around and rip your face off. And eventually people are going to turn around and go straight at the ownership in a way that it's going to be 10 times worse than Burnley. Yeah, I mean, you're going to have people in the ground, you have people outside the ground. It'd be anarchy. And I know that's coming big time. Anyway, that's enough from me. Take care of yourselves out there. Enjoy your day wherever you are. Try not to get too depressed about West Ham. Yeah, I mean, I've learned that over the last few days. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing that we can do. Right, I'm trying. We're all trying, but are we just pissing in the wind at the minute? Do you know what I'm saying? Anyway, have a good Friday. Have a good weekend. Be safe. Be well. Keep the faith. Peace.